Hey, friends. Thanks for responding to our call to gather in small faith sharing groups for the 5 weeks of Lent. You know, Jesus says that where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he is there in their midst. So please do not doubt that as you take the time to reflect together on God's holy word this Lent, that Christ is among you. He's speaking to you and he's offering you grace. Now, it would really be my dream that every week of the year, all our parishioners prepared for the holy sacrifice of the Mass by sharing God's word and desiring to be formed by it. This coming weekend is the first Sunday of Lent. And we read that after Jesus was baptized, the Spirit drove him into the desert. And there he encountered the demon, the devil, evil, and was tempted, or we could say he was tested. And the 3 temptations that Jesus faced are also the same ones we face. We are tempted to care solely for our own needs, to use all that we have and have been given by God for ourselves. And we're often tempted to test God in ways that we want him to prove that he really is God. You know, we believe that these are real temptations in the sense that Jesus could have chosen what the devil had offered him for seeking his own needs, using his own power for his own glory, and for putting a wedge between himself and the call he had from the Father. You know, he could have gained the whole world and lost himself and his mission in the process. You were given gifts. You were given gifts in this life to fulfill the mission God has given you. And when you're tempted to use any of these gifts for yourself rather than for God, remember Jesus in the desert. Our parish theme this Lent is Rediscover Sacrifice. Remember that we believe that our lives are to be given away in sacrifice, just like Jesus did. Our talents, our voices, our skills, our time, our resources were not really for our own benefit. They were really for the service of God. And that's what we're going to be held accountable for. And we'll always be tempted to be selfish and to be self-centered. And God calls us to sacrifice, to love, and to humility. And what God has given you, that you often are tempted to keep for yourself, is the very thing this Lent that could be offered in sacrifice. See you on Sunday.